In order to be a victim of something, we have to create a relationship. We have to create a relationship, and those relationships are created in here. We decide what those relationships are. It could be our relationship to our own body. Like maybe we have an illness or something, and we feel victimized by that illness, but that's us creating a relationship with that illness that impacts our identity around who we believe that we are. We're not the victims of our body. We're not the victims of what's going on inside of us. And out here in the world outside of us, we create relationships with other things in order to make ourselves feel victimized by them. And in general, that tends to be another group of people. What we'll do is we'll actually identify a group of people and we'll say, that group of people is victimizing me and my group of people. And we create that, but that's a meaningless relationship. That's something we've fabricated out of nothing, right? And maybe we believe, this part of us here might believe that we have all of the evidence that backs that up, right? Studies say this and evidence says that, and then as soon as this part is convinced, it engages in confirmation bias, right? Which is another form of creating our own reality, but in a spiritual sense, we're literally creating our own reality, right? Modern psychological science might call it like confirmation bias, right? But we're literally creating our own reality. So if we believe we're being victimized, if we create another group of people out there that is victimizing me or victimizing my group of people, then suddenly this quantum field around us is going to kick into action, right? And it's going to actually provide that experience for us because we've announced it to the universe as part of our identity, as part of who we are, right? It's like, I cannot belong to this group of people unless that group of people exists, right? And so we're fabricating that relationship out of something that literally does not exist until we make that statement, right? And it could be me and my car, it could be me and my work, it could be me and this group of people, it could be me and this other gender. I'm being victimized by this other gender. And there's no shortage of evidence for that once we start to make those statements about who we are. We'll find no shortage of evidence for that. But the harsh truth is that it's all fabricated. It's all fabricated up here. And once you let go of that relationship, once you let go of identifying as a victim, and then start to empower yourself and see that you're the one who's making those decisions, you're the one who's choosing how you respond to everything that's happening around you, you're the one who's the next step, you're the one who's creating everything that happens around you. Once you do that, that's when you can truly step into your own power. That's when you can truly own this life that you're living. That's when you can truly be creative instead of reactive, instead of feeling victimized by the world around you. So, if you could do one thing today, maybe identify those relationships you've created where it's a me versus them, me versus that, me and that, me against that, or that is making me feel this certain way. That group of people, that thing, my body, all of those different relationships that we're creating, we are creating them.